So against teams with no trips, you're gonna have gun out during your flank. You'll probably see why soon.
Flank, bait me and wait 3 seconds and then flank. Right now.
God, you can see the future. Because they have no trip, they almost certainly have somebody watching the flank. This is just it's a pattern. You have to understand that if you were in their position, you would go check the flank early. I actually need to show you. You guys are gonna laugh at this. This is gonna blow your minds. On Icebox. And we die right here. Sova checking the flank. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my official Discord over at discord.gg/woohoojin. Here you can enter free raffles to win free VOD review live on stream. You can also support me with a premium membership, which unlocks access to private VCT restreams, professional player analysis, shared professional strategy channels, and much more. Enjoy the video. Ooh, Icebox. Platinum 2 to Diamond. Look at us. We're up to Diamond. Bam. Pre-round plans every round, not just ecos. We have a habit of doing this correctly. When we have momentum, we need to do it without momentum. Recognize we can use jet smokes to cut off dangerous options. Defense, number one priority with the operator should be get posted, hold an angle. Offense, avoid buying op when we're solo entry. Okay, so we're solo entry on offense, and let's see the pre-round plans. How do you know if you're solo entry? We're the only member on our team this game with utility that makes us move faster. Reyna's not an entry fragger. She's a first contact. Anybody who demands their Reyna entry frags is trolling. She's not an entry. That's like asking your Breach to gather a recon just because he's an initiator. Just because he's the same role as Sova doesn't mean he fills the same niche as Sova.
What?
Here.
Oh, you going for this plant? Oh, NT. Yeah,
What?
you pulled your, you threw the smoke a bit too early. Just even at this point, you have to understand it's quite likely that you're going to get swung from even this angle here. So we can't smoke yet. We need to clear these initial fights. Or let your teammates go in front of you so that you can do this.
Close, right?
If you want to dash up draft plant, you could just let Reyna go first. And then you're
We're
chilling.
gonna fake. Nice kill, Viper. Let's go.
The hunt begins.
Viper heaven. Can you watch flank? Tries. Sage also heaven.
Yeah, it's a little passive. Nice go.
Kannst du oben raufgehen?
This is really tough now.
Nailed them.
Nice.
You have a flash?
Warte, ich flash Dings hier.
Good smoke, good smoke. I like these
Flash
smokes a lot.
smoke forward.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it gets us a free kill. Good smokes. I really like the smokes there. It's also around.
And be careful for...
Here.
Wait.
Keiner.
Okay, let's go A actually.
You already have pulled knives. So there's zero reason for you to be rotating right now with your knife out because you move at
Okay,
the same speed with jet knives out.
Let's go A actually. I think... Wait.
This is the same speed as your knives.
Keiner.
So even this jump spot should be done with jet knives out.
Wait for the wall. We have time. There's a Reyna.
That comes really bad, right? He's just like, Reyna. No, you're gonna be like Nest. Dash up draft, bro. Go.
Ah!
See? You're unkillable anyways. You better not swing this guy. Not for free. He's not holding you, you lucky dog. You made so much noise. Too passive. Way too passive that round.
Me and Kane flash again.
Yeah, if you're worried about jet opping, you just drop down belt on the left here. Nice, I like this.
Close right here. Nice one.
Yup. Float over screens. Keep going. Look at your KO.
Shot for...
Look. A weed. Look at him. There we go. Uh-oh.
Last player standing.
Damn it.
You go top screens. I probably just would have just pushed screens with the KO. So this is the problem. In a pro game, not pushing here could make sense because everyone knows their job in the post plan. Everyone knows where they should play and how they play off each other. In solo queue, coordinating that in the moment of like 5 seconds tops, is so much harder than just pushing screens with this KO. If we just push screens and pushed out, it's so much easier. And we're going to convert on average way more often. You understand why you want so aggressive? For example, we're defending, we bomb down, it's 2v1. Should we hold a crossfire? Should you push him? It's just so hard to set up a crossfire in solo queue in the heat of the moment if you're not duo queue with the guy. It's so hard. To a point where even professional players don't even bother. The only time I'm going to play crossfire with a random is if they happen to be holding something that they can't like unhold. Like for example, let's take Icebox. Let's say our bomb is planted for whatever reason. It's planted like here, top site. And let's say my buddy is stuck here and he's holding like, oh, no. Let's say he's stuck here and he's holding screens. And for whatever reason, Rafters is not a threat. In this scenario, playing Crossfire is great. It's great because the swinging can be your job. So you can position yourself here and swing off them. This is great. The problem in solo queue is if you become this guy and you need to rely on this teammate to swing off you. It's so bad because this dude's unreliable. You don't know him. So I'm never going to call a crossfire. If one of my teammates happens to get somewhere like this, then I'll play off them. I'll play the crossfire just because it exists. So in our VOD, we have basically this type of pattern. This KO pushing screens is effectively playing numbers because you can trade him. So you just push with him and he's first. So it's lit. You don't need to trust him to do anything. If he stops pushing, you just stop pushing with him. But while he is pushing, we should be with him. We should get his trade. Yeah, just try to play it when possible. That's a good... yeah. So I wouldn't try to call them Sasaderif, but if my teammate happens to be in an angle that I can play off them, I'll tell them. So another example, let's take Haven. It's a bit more straightforward. Let's say my teammate's here. I may tell them as I'm rotating, yo, don't swing. I'll swing off you. But then if they do swing, no hair off my back because I don't die as a result of them not coordinating with me. The inverse, of course, is not true. So if you come here and tell them to swing off you, but they don't, and you die for free, it's super frustrating. Nice. Yeah, do it. Yeah, that was lit. Look. This is advantage you right here. Anybody who thinks this isn't good for you is on copium. That guy is aiming way over here and you're like a half an inch from his head. This is great for you. Now you just happen to whiff.
Grounded.
Easy. Yeah, and this is the type of scenario where I really like it. Because here you can see he's trying to set up the play with his Viper. Like, oh, I can bait for you. But notice, even in Diamond, this guy cannot hear a mid-round call. People don't hear this. And so instead of playing off our jet, the Viper just swings. And now imagine if our roles were reversed and this Viper didn't follow our call and got us killed. Super frustrating. But here it doesn't really matter. She swings, no big deal.
Spike down, B.
You try to even smoke her off. Nice shot. What's the play?
Go with the zipline again. I can peek lower. We can double swing them.
Gonna have to give you a
Sage if you
failing
want.
grade on this eco round. Also, let me double check our notes. Yeah, so the pre-round plan could use some work.
Oh, Sage, you also want to come with me?
I'd like to stack or
We're
death
pushing it.
ball.
Nice, good.
So against teams with no trips, you're gonna have to have gun out during your flank. You'll probably see why
Let me
soon.
flank, bait me, and wait 3 seconds, and then flank. Right now.
God, you can see the future. Because they have no trip, they almost certainly have somebody watching the flank. This is just it's a pattern. You have to understand that if you were in their position, you would go check the flank early. I actually need to show you. You guys are gonna laugh at this. This is gonna blow your minds. You know why I saw this pattern so quickly? I watched so many VODs, chat. You have no idea. Notice there's no trip on the enemy team. I'm pretty sure it's quite literally. Is it right here? So this is a VOD I was watching yesterday. I was watching this VOD, and here we are flanking with our knife out against a team with no trip on Icebox. And we die right here to the Silva checking the flank. This one's a Immortal 3 VOD. So you can see it's like the same mistake. I like this rotation. I want to see us get even more to our right to a point where we're not exposed to this upper and lower angle at the same time. Hold like this sight line where you just see the walk up, because they can't plant without walking up. So if you hold this sight line further back, they have to walk at you on the ground. So if you just moved a bit to your right and it's an off angle, it's harder for them to clear.
Where?
Q.
Yeah, we're a bit too mobile. So you get sus of tube, you should just hold it. This is in your notes. It's in your notes where you have this bad habit where you move around a lot with the op. We shouldn't be peeking this Reyna once you think she's tube. You should be holding her. Right here, stand still.
Q.
This peeking like this is really dangerous.
Kitchen.
Because the
Yeah,
op,
tube a lot.
we're super slow when we move with the op. It's a heavy gun.
Enemy remaining.
Nice.
It's like peeking with an Odin.
Pop up or do something.
Yeah, this is the type of angle I don't like. Because we're trusting the teammates.
I should have baited you.
And yeah, it's really hard for us to get conversion here without our Viper playing correctly. I like this. You're solo anchoring B. I don't like that you called Sage off A.
The
You have an op.
sitting on
And there's nothing B.
fuck.
Why are you calling her off?
Don't push it.
You see how you keep changing angles? This is really bad. This is really bad. Pick one, please. Please. Every time you change angles, you're just leaving yourself exposed to danger.
You sure?
Bam, right here. Just hold that. Hold that.
It's not. B. 1 minute.
Nice. Viper.
It's 1:32. It's peaking tube o'clock. You might start intentionally delaying tube push. No, Cobalt, nobody knows about this timing, okay? The number of people who are going to play it correctly in your elo, I like that round. So much lower than the number of people who are going to
Smoke.
not know about it at all. What exactly is the 132 timing? It's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube. You can't miss it. It's in the thumbnail.
Don't play close.
Team play mid-round ideally should put the difficult / trust job in your hands. So as I was explaining, you don't want to be this guy here in this setup because the role that has to play correctly or be trusted is this guy. You want to be the baiter, not the bait, if that makes sense. I guess here you're sort of both, so it's not the best analogy. Let's say instead the analogy is like some guy posted here and some guy swinging off them from back yellow. You want to be the guy back yellow, not the guy posted here. Because if you're the guy posted here, your back yellow dude might just swing randomly. And you don't want them to do that. It's really annoying. So you want to try and make sure that when these contact plays are set up, you're not the one making contact. You're the one swinging off of it.